Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Megan and I am on a postpartum weight loss journey. About 4 years ago, I started a habit of getting into regular, consistent routine of exercise, and then slowly, it took me 1.5 years, but slowly through the encouragement of getting in that regular exercise, I started to actually clean up my diet. And then over that course of 1.5 years that it took me to clean up my diet, I lost 60 pounds. Then soon after that, I got pregnant with my second daughter, and now I am postpartum about 14 months. I am now on a journey to get back to where I was before I got pregnant. I'm about 30 pounds away from where I was pre-baby. It has been a journey for sure. I love sharing that with you guys here on my YouTube channel, and I just wanted to give you a little bit of an update because I feel like right now I am in that messy middle of the weight loss journey. If you have been there, you understand. You are excited to have made some progress, but the excitement has waned a little bit from when you first started. It's kind of like the first day of school, right? You're like, it's exciting. You've got all your new school supplies. It's new, it's exciting, it's fresh. That's kind of where I was at the beginning of the journey. The last 6 months, I have tracked everything I have put into my mouth. For the most part, I would say probably about 80% of the time, I've been super consistent with that. Now I find myself a little burnt out. About 2 weeks ago, I got really sick for the first time since I was pregnant with my daughter. So it's been a long time since I've been like really sick and just couldn't get off the couch, that type sick. After that sickness, I have had a really hard time getting back on track because when I was sick, I wasn't working out, which I find when I'm not working out, I am less likely to be on track with my nutrition. I just wanted to have easy meals. I was looking for a dopamine hit, and I just was eating all the things. And since then, I've had a really hard time getting back on track. And so I am in that messy middle of, I've found some success with what I've been doing. Tracking and daily movement and exercise has been a wonderful thing that's gotten me to where I am now. But I'm gonna pivot a little bit, and I'm gonna share with you exactly how I'm pivoting, because that tracking served me during the first part of my journey. But now where I'm at now, I need to just find a happy medium because I am burnt out on tracking. And honestly, the goal is to not track for the rest of my life. And I am wanting to kind of take those training wheels off a little bit, see how it goes, give myself a break. And it may be that I go back to tracking if I feel like I need to kind of rein things in later to hit my goal. But ultimately, the goal is to live in a place of just being a naturally healthy person, to make healthy options my daily go-to, and to not have to track every little thing that goes into my mouth calorie-wise. I am going to shift away from tracking every little thing, and what I'm going to track instead is my protein and my healthy habits. I want to get some wins in. I find that if I can check off some boxes and feel like I'm getting a few wins in, that I'm much more motivated to continue to make those healthy options my go-to. So what I mean by that is right now I am going to be tracking how much protein I'm getting in, because I want to build and at least maintain the muscle that I have built. But I also want to continue losing some of this weight that I gained during my pregnancy. So I will be trying to hit at least 140 grams of protein per day. So I will be tracking that. I'm also going to keep a record of how much I'm walking, and I want to hit at least 6,000 steps a day, if not more. But at least 6,000 steps a day. And I want to get in regular weightlifting movement. So for me, that looks like 23 minutes a day. I do at-home workouts. The platform that I use is called the Ladies Edge, and their whole thing is you can get an effective workout in 23 minutes a day. So I'm looking at tracking my protein, tracking my steps, at least 6,000, steps a day, getting in my 23 minutes at least 6 days a week. And I want to try and increase my water. My goal is to hit my protein first, a fiber-filled carb, hopefully, if I need it during that particular meal, and a healthy fat. And then my veggies, I'm honestly not very good about, but I am at least getting in my green powder every day and trying to hit that goal as well. So instead of meticulously tracking every little thing I put in my mouth, I want to instead track the habits that are going to build me into the person that I really truly want to be, which is a naturally healthy woman, and a woman who is setting a good example for my daughters. I want to be a person who is honoring the Lord with the body that He's given me. And so I'm going to shift away from tracking those calories, at least in this season, and I'm going to start tracking those healthy daily habits. And I want to put together a PDF, and if you would like to track these things as well and use them for your own journey, I will link it down in the description. But I would love for you to do this with me. And we're gonna do this together, girlfriend, because we are gonna honor the Lord with our bodies. We are going to be strong and fit and capable of whatever He calls us to, but we're not gonna be obsessive. That is a note to myself. We're not gonna be obsessive. And last but not least, I wanna touch on something else that really has been burdened on my heart is I am taking my foot off of the gas pedal of tracking meticulously, because I feel like I have been white knuckling. And like I said, this tracking served me for a season. I am not like dogging tracking, because I may end up going back to it at some point for a season if I feel like that is what I need and the Lord has given me grace to do. But during this season, I feel like my goal is to allow the Lord to take my the things that I'm naturally doing during the day, like showing up, doing my healthy habits, taking my natural and putting His super to my natural to make it supernatural. Does that make sense? Am I tracking with anybody else? But basically what I'm doing is I want to say, Lord, I'm willing, I am wanting to be healthy, but I do not want to obsess, because I don't feel like that's what You've called me to. And so I'm going to lay my healthy habits before You, and You do the rest of the work, because I do not want to be a slave to tracking, nor do I want to be a slave to hitting a certain number on the scale or anything like that. Like, we're not going to be obsessive. So I want to lay before the Lord the healthy habits that I have created, and then He is going to do the rest. And so that's where I'm at. That's what I'm encouraging you. If you find yourself in the same type of season, let's do the healthy habits. Let's do all the things, but let's lay them before the Lord. Let Him do the supernatural with our natural, and then let the results be up to Him, because we are going to do our best, but we have a life to live. We have people to take care of and to serve and to love, and we also have Him to serve and to love, and we don't need to pour our mental capacity into obsessing over food, right? If you were encouraged by this, took something away from this, at least were entertained by this, give this video a like. Please subscribe so you can follow along on my health journey as I continue to grow and evolve. And I would love to hear from you. What is working for you right now in your health journey? Let me know down in the comments. But until next time, thank you for watching and have a wonderful day ahead.